Okay, so I know that this is gonna annoy somebody. Um, so just don't pay attention to it because I don't want to sit another place in my room right now. So I'm just gonna sit here. And yeah. But yeah, today I filmed this video a few days ago actually. And I didn't like it because I've read the stories that I'm gonna tell today. Because now I have already read them, so I kind of know what they are about. So I'm gonna tell them instead. So if I look over there, it's because I look on my computer to kind of get the full story if I don't remember it. But the reason why my hair is so wet is because I'm doing something that you will see probably in my next video because I'm gonna do it this Sunday. But I'm gonna dye my hair again. Or I'm not gonna dye it, but you know who's gonna dye it, right? Honey Boo Boo is gonna do it, aka me. And the reason why my hair is wet is because I'm doing hair masks every day, so my hair won't fucking break or fall off if we have to bleach it, because we have to kind of get this color out of my hair so we can do the other color. And I'm excited, and I'm not gonna tell you what color it is because you gotta wait and see. I'm gonna stop rambling as I always do and do my face makeup, and then I will come back and tell you the scary stories. Yeah, be ready, be prepared, and get you a snack or something, and tea, and maybe a hoodie. Yeah. I'm doing this transformation thing. I don't know if it actually works, but we're trying. So, this first story, like every story is true that I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell two stories that are true. The first one is called Behind the Curtains. Get ready. So now we have the red lights. Fuck. No, never mind. We don't have them. So, this girl, Kelsey, she is a senior in high school, and this one day she wakes up, as always, and she's getting ready to drive to her school. It usually takes 20 minutes to drive to her school, so she is up at 7:15 a.m. So her house is a split level, so she's always taking her shoes on at the landing in between the levels. So her parents were already at work, so she was home alone. And when she goes to grab her coat and go out the back door, she hears footsteps going up the stairs to the second level. So she thinks to herself oh, my dad must have forgotten something. So she goes back to the stairs and she yells up to the second floor some smart ass things to her dad, because he always forgets something. So she waits for an answer, and she doesn't get any. She yells up again and she yells, "Dad?" When she waits for an answer this time and doesn't get any, she is met with silence. So she makes a swift turn and double time into the back door. So as she reach for the handle at the back door, She pauses. You know what happened next? She hears rapid footsteps following her escape route at the first floor. Like, what the fuck? So she's obviously like, what the fuck is going on? And these rapid footsteps are going through the kitchen and into the dining room and stopping at the upstairs back door right above her. Now, when I say rapid, I mean crazy, crazy fast. And also, if you didn't see that, the lights were flickering. If you know ghost stuff, you know what that means. And I'm scared because I'm home alone. And it's like that crazy type of inhuman, crazy fast footsteps that gives you like chills in like scary movies. So she yanks up the sliding door. Obviously, like, I understand that. And slam the door shut behind her. She ran to her car as quickly as she could, and she backs up her car, and she turned her car around in her driveway, and now she's facing the kitchen window. So you can guess what she does next. She obviously looks into the fucking kitchen window. She stared just a second or two into the window, and she noticed one side of the curtains are pulled back just a little, but it's enough. So she gets a new wave of chills when she sees that they get thrown back down. I don't know about you, but that's scary. So she got the hell out of there, and she's never been so scared in her life. So she ends up calling her dad and telling him everything, and so her dad drives back home and checks the house for like people in there or something, and there's no one there, and nothing is moved or anything. So Brennan and his mom is visiting an old friend of his mom in Alabama. So they were at Amy's house, and they were telling Brennan about the dumb pranks that they did in high school and different urban legends from around the area. Before Brennan and his mom left from Amy's house to start the ride back home, Amy told him a story that his mom apparently haven't heard since she moved away from Alabama after high school. So Brennan is sitting on the trunk of their rental car in the driveway of the house as the story is getting told. So the story was about a specific four-way stop where a woman had been hit and killed by 18-wheeler. It was a hit and run. They say that the ghost of this woman jumps on the steps of 18-wheelers, checking to see if the driver is her killer. So as we all can guess, Brennan and his mom is gonna drive through the four-way on their way home that night. What a surprise, you know? So they're driving home, right? And they are getting closer and closer to the four-way stop, but they couldn't really see when the stop was coming up because there was such little lighting at this specific road in Alabama. So Brennan and his mom were joking about how glad they were about not sitting in a truck right now and being a truck driver, you know? Well, does that matter in this story? I guess not. So suddenly, Brennan's mom says, the trunk is open. So Brennan laughed out loud and says, "Shut up, that's not funny." And he was thinking that his mom were trying to scare him. She was not. She pointed at the illuminated light on the dashboard, alerting them that the trunk was in fact open. So they pulled up to no other than the four-way stop. Like, are you stupid? You don't pull up to the four-way stop when you have heard about this story and then the trunk is open and then you, like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Why are you pulling up to the four-way stop? So his mom is asking him to hop out and close the trunk. And he's like, hell no, I'm not doing it, you can do it. But obviously, none of them are going to jump out of the car and fucking go close the trunk at the four-way stop. So they decide to drive to the nearest parking lot with lots of light and close the trunk there instead. So they kept on driving, you know. So Brennan is like looking back at the trunk to make sure that it doesn't like flow open. So his mom is driving through the four-way at a slow pace to make sure the trunk stay down, you know. So Brennan gets to thinking and says to his mom, "Hey mom, was nice sitting on the trunk before we left." And all of a sudden, the trunk slams shut. And I mean, like, slams. Full force from fully open to slamming shut. So Brennan and his mom has one of those comical movie moments where they turn to look at each other, turn back, and then scream bloody murder. Brennan's mom floors it and races to the nearest parking lot with lots of light. So they are screaming at each other, frantically trying to explain what just happened and understand it. So their trunk light was still off when they pulled into a lot of a Hardee's. I guess that's a store in Alabama. So they both get out of the car and gets back to look at the trunk, you know, to check it out. What happened, you know? It just slammed shut. We gotta figure this out. What do they see at the bottom of the trunk? Brandon sees two muddy handprints. Yeah, you heard me right. Two muddy handprints on the bottom of the trunk lid. Like, what the fuck? What? Well, Brennan and his mom is probably like freaking out. But we don't get to know because the story stops there. Oh, there you have it. This was the two true stories that I kind of told in my own way. Tried at least. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up to support me and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. So yeah. Goodbye.